Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you all to the regular meeting of the Dearborn Heights City Council, November 13, 2025. Madam Clerk, please take roll call.
Hassan Ahmad,
Present.
Nancy Breyer,
Here.
Robert Constant,
Present.
Denise Malinowski Maxwell,
Here.
Ray Muscat,
Present.
Hassan Saab,
Present.
Tom Wenzel.
Present.
Mr. Chair, you have a quorum.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Moving on to Pledge of Allegiance. Councilwoman Breyer, would you like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
All right. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Before we move on, we have a bad news. Deputy Treasurer Dad Garcia passed away today. So our condolences to her and her family for the passing of her dad. So I'd like to take a moment of silence, and I think Councilman Wenzel too has another bad news. Councilman, you had somebody from the community today?
Yes, thank you. Also, another sad note, a lifelong resident of Dearborn Heights, a graduate from Annapolis High School, class of 1976, went on to become a teacher at Annapolis High School, a coach at Annapolis High School, a great family man, a husband, and a friend. Andy Kwame died this morning in his home on Cornell Street. The fine Dearborn Heights professional firefighter, EMS technicians did everything they could, but it was in vain. He passed away at 6:30 this morning.
Please join us in a moment of silence. Thank you very much. Moving on to 2A, Mayor and City Council Veterans Recognition. Mayor Baidoon, would you please join me?
If I may, before I allow you to continue on, this is the first time a proclamation from the mayor and the city council collaborative have come together, and I'm glad we're doing it again.
Is this on? Ladies and gentlemen, today we proudly honor Mr. George Leland, a true American hero. At 18, George enlisted in the United States Army Air Forces and went on to serve bravely as a nose gunner with the 12th Air Force 460 Bomb Group in Italy during World War II. He completed 28 missions, many over in Yugoslavia, earning the nickname the Yogo Kid for his courage and skill. After returning home, George married his beloved Dolores and built a beautiful family, 3 children, 5 grandchildren, and 11 great-grandchildren, and has lived in the same Dearborn Heights community for decades. For 48 years, he has continued serving others as dedicated member of the Carl E. State American Legion Post, where he is the oldest active member. Today, November 13, 2025, as he nears his 101st birthday, we honor George Leland for his service and lifelong commitment to his community. We thank him with deep gratitude and respect. Everybody.
God bless you, sir.
Got the wave going.
Just want you guys to know, George is accompanied here with his family. I saw his, I think, great-granddaughter smile when Councilman Ahmad said great-granddaughter. He is also 100 years old, or almost 100 years old, if I'm not mistaken. He's almost 101 years old, and he is he was the first proclamation that I was able to give as the mayor at the State Post last week, and is the first ever, I can tell you since I've been on council, a collaboration between the city council and the mayor, and we're proud today to be able to give this up. So, George, if you can join us, council members. Probably not. Let's probably stay here.
Stay here. Right here in the front, just stay at the bottom.
He could sit, on the main floor.
Coming down will probably be hard too. Let's not risk it. Liability reasons. 101 years old. Let's enjoy George, please. We're here to give him a
Just set him up
proclamation.
in the front row. Council chair.
Just put them in the front right here and you can stand behind them. Yeah,
Okay,
I
there
don't
you
want them to
go.
move.
Coming down there.
Councilmembers, please.
Yeah, this is about him.
Please.
It's not used to being used on Thursday.
Yeah, really. Good one.
Yeah, it's just, this is supposed to be a stay off.
Yeah, really. Usually playing Fortnite.
Huh?
Usually playing Fortnite now.
So I've been asked to just say a few words on behalf of my friend, George, and his family. And if you don't have a personal relationship with George, what I'd like to say is you're missing out a fun time. Until only about a couple years ago, when I came over, he's this kind of man. He would graciously take me in his house, and he would make me a wonderful drink called a Manhattan. That is not a young person's drink. But we had many good conversations, and the thing that I would say in these few moments is that he thinks of himself as not a hero, but a citizen. And he's told me many times how proud he is of this country, how honored he is to be serving all of us. That man is a hero.
He is a hero.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. That's awesome.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, sir, for your service. We do appreciate you very much.
George is
Madam
excused.
Clerk, 2B, we have to reschedule. Moving on to 3, agenda approval. Do I have a motion?
Council Chair,
Councilman?
I move that the Dearborn Heights City Council approve the amended agenda for the regular meeting of November 13, 2025 as submitted.
Support.
Motion by Councilman Constant, supported by Councilman Muscat. Any discussion? I see none. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you. Moving to 4, approval of the minutes.
Council Chair.
Councilman Muscat?
I move that the Dearborn Heights City Council approve the minutes of the regular meeting of October 28th, 2025 as outlined in 4A.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Muscat, seconded by Councilwoman Breyer. Any discussion? I see none. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Moving on to 5, public hearing and public comment. We have 2 minutes. Please state your name, the city you live in. I'm just going to remind everybody, it's not going to be a debate. If you have a question, please state your question. After you sit down, we're going to try to answer it. It's on, it's on. I think you just turned it off, though.
The screen.
Say something.
Tap on it now.
No. Hit it again.
No, hit the button again.
Push the button again. Now, it's not going to light. The light is off. The light is.
Thank you so
sir.
much.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service, sir.
Army Air Corps.
You could have taught us a
My
lot.
dad, too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There it is. There we go. Okay.
Northern
yeah.
Africa.
Thanks.
Is Bob still here? Maybe they should take a photo of the family if possible.
Yep. Thank you, Council Chair. I had 2 things. On January 6th of this year, I brought a resolution forward And it was passed with only 2 no votes. It was a resolution to establish a Veterans Affairs Commission. And since then, we've come up with some names of people that were interested in the commissions, holding seats in the commission. And we've also had our special counsel, Gary Miyake, draw up some ordinance regulations on that, and I'm not sure where they stand right now. I know they came forward and we did some amending on them back in February of 2026, or 2025. So what I'm going to do is I want to refresh the mayor's memory. I'm going to give him a copy of that paperwork with the names on it. And the names were David Kniezek, Rick Coogan, Randy Taylor, Phil Smith, and Nadine Jones. And we are going to be able to name 2 people as council members to be on this commission also. That was in the bylaws or the thing that Mr. Miyake wrote up. So I'll give this to you in a second. And I'm hoping we can get that by the next meeting, have this sent to us, Mr. Mayor, for our approval of these people on the commission. Just move forward with it from this point on. Being Veterans Day, I thought it was a good time to bring it up. My second thing is the literally raping and pillaging of the Ecorse Creek on the south end. I've lived on the south end my whole life, and I've never seen any devastation like this in my life. At a meeting with the Wayne County, they said that they were going to clear paths along the creek for machinery in the future. But they didn't clear paths. They totally eliminated every piece of vegetation along the creek. And they have literally cut down thousands and thousands of trees, little ones and great big ones. And I recently asked the question of some educated people if there was ever an environmental impact study done on this. And to everyone's knowledge, there was never an environmental impact study done. And how many council members went down and seen the creek? Yeah.
I've seen it.
I mean, it looks like a war zone.
Yeah, but they're drenching it though. They're clearing it out.
Yeah, but they're leaving all the stuff behind.
No,
They're supposed to leave a path, though.
Can I, if I may?
Mayor, go ahead.
If I can respond to the councilwoman, thank you for the veterans thing. I wish you would have emailed it to me beforehand. I would have gone on it. As you know, I've only been the mayor for like 20
Yeah,
minutes, so
yeah.
like we're learning. But thank you for refreshing it. Please email it to me. I mean,
I'll
let's
give you this right here. I got
email it to me when you get a chance.
Okay, I'll email it to
Please.
you.
And
Okay.
it's Thursday afternoon. If you can email it on Monday, it'll be right at the top of
Yeah.
our list on Monday. And number 2, you guys have to keep in mind, I know a lot of people are upset. I've knocked on a lot of doors in the south end, and people have had mixed reviews. People are like, I can finally see the person across the street. Others are like, well, all these rodents are coming out, and so you're getting mixed reviews. But I want you to know, expressing your concerns is a great thing, but you should do it to Wayne County, the county commissioner, Dave Kniezek, because what I went back and did was, all of us sat here and thanked Commissioner Kniezek for doing this. We didn't expect this, but we all, including Councilman Wenzel, went back and thanked him for putting this initiative, and this is gonna be great for, and I guess we didn't expect it, but you did. You can go back and watch the meeting. You can get the minutes from the
Not
clerk.
for this particular project, because I was against this project from the beginning. I went to all the meetings on this project.
No, this is the meeting where the $10 million that was supposed to be split between all municipalities.
Yeah, but it wasn't, yeah.
Councilman,
Due
Mayor,
all
please,
res-
let's not make it a
No, I'm
debate.
saying
Just
all due
finish your-
respect, it's a lot more than it was led on to be.
Councilman, please.
Yeah, sure,
finish
but
your,
I'm saying
comment.
we didn't know.
I know, I'm not blaming us at all.
Yeah,
I'm
let's-
blaming,
let's let him finish his
I need-
comment.
What we need to do is get together as representatives of these people that live on the creek and around there. I mean, it looks terrible.
I agree, Councilman.
And maybe, do something where we can get an automatic halt. I mean, there's no place for the squirrels to live, no place for the birds to live.
I agree.
The possums they dwell in trees, they're going in people's yards, they're going in their houses now. It's totally absurd. I mean, I drive by it every day.
Yeah.
And every day I go, what the heck is this?
So I would tell you, if I can refer my information to you, this is not coming from the taxpayer in Dearborn Heights is
I
when
know,
it is
yeah.
technically because it's Wayne County.
Yeah.
But this was what the former administration requested from Wayne County.
Yeah.
And this is what they provided. So the reality is you would have to go to the commissioner And you'd have to speak with him on this
Mayor, keep
matter.
in mind, it's Wayne County Creek, it's their creek.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
you can't tell them what to do with their own creek.
It's not
so-
their creek, they have an easement that they can control.
Yeah, but all the stuff it's alongside the creek, the one they cut down, so.
Yeah, and
it's their
they're
stuff.
leaving the stumps too.
I mean, like the mayor suggested,
Yeah.
I think let's reach out
But
to
I
our
mean-
commissioner and we can take it from there.
Yeah, damage is done, but I mean, I can't believe it. But one quick other thing is, Jamie's kids' neighbor labor leaf raking program is off to a flying start. We've got way more requests for having people's leaves raked than we have volunteers, so if everybody wants to volunteer raking leaves, we're doing it this Saturday and Sunday, and we're gonna do it like every weekend for the next 3 or 4 weekends. You can get a hold of me or call City Hall and they'll give you my information. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Madam
Chair?
Madam Clerk?
Can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me now. I just want to address the Veterans Commission. Yes, you did bring that resolution. I did respond and send you a link to the ordinance yesterday, and it was passed the end of February, but the prior administration never, appointed anybody to it. And
Yeah, I've got-
the mayor has to appoint 5, I believe, first before council can.
Yeah.
Okay,
but I'll
so
give
that
them
is
time.
absolutely
Yeah, I
right.
did just get all this information today.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
right.
Thank you very much. Please state your name, the city you live in, and the street.
Angela Venegas, Dwight Street, Dearborn Heights, Michigan. First, I want to address an invoice that's dated September 2nd, 2025, and I believe it's for Mr. Farina to be paid $8,700. My question is, have we paid Gary yet his money that we owe him? And if we haven't paid Gary, we're not paying Roger. That's the way I feel. Gary performed a service, and he hasn't been paid,
No, I don't think it's for Jerry
and
Rogers.
I don't think Roger should be paid either.
If I may,
Mayor?
Council Chair, Gary was paid.
Okay, I
gracefully,
didn't know if he was
yes.
or not.
City
Last
Council
time I
had
heard
already
he
approved
wasn't
it.
paid.
We paid him.
Okay.
The former employee for the city has had some extra time that he was able to burn off, and the city rightfully has to pay it. What I'm not gonna do is be a vindictive person, and just say, no, we're not gonna pay him. I want us all to be able to just settle things, move on. The city needs to heal.
That's fair.
Thank you, Mayor. Just come in and remind everybody, we're not gonna make a question and answer right away. Have the resident ask all the questions, then after they sit down, we can answer
You got
all
it.
the
Sorry,
questions.
Council Chair.
No problem, Mayor. Thank you
You
very
know,
much.
Mo's used to talking.
Slow down on the transition on this a little bit.
Okay, and I just want to bring up something that's really bothering me is social media and the posts that are all over social media. The negativity after the election has gone crazy. The way that you guys are beating down one another and the comments that you're making and the bullshit, that's the word I'm going to use, that you guys are digging up on one another has got to stop. You finally have a mayor who is showing up at every meeting and is willing to work with every single one of you, and you guys need to make it right. Every single one of you up there was voted and put in by a resident. We didn't put you guys in there to create chaos. You guys all need to start getting along. This city needs to heal. We don't need another Bazzi versus council. It needs to stop.
Thank you very much, and happy birthday, by the way.
Happy birthday.
Please state your name, the city you live in, and the
John
street.
Bosch, Hanover, Dearborn Heights. I live across from the 15 houses that were torn down back in 2018. And a couple years ago, they asked me if I wanted to have a offer on my house, which I accepted. And last summer, they said to look for another house because it's going to happen. It's guaranteed. So I put an offer on the house that didn't go through. So I have a rental house. So I told them that I'm going to take over the house. So you got to move out. And I was back last August or September. And I was told September or early October by the latest. So now I have 2 houses I'm paying taxes on and everything. So I was told that they made me an offer back in May of this year, saying it's guaranteed it's going to happen. So just give it a few months. So I've been waiting. And then I heard that didn't go through, and then it's supposed to be in this budget. So my questions are, is it guaranteed? Is this going to happen? Is there any way I can look up how this money is supposed to be spent? And I want the offer because it's better than I could get anywhere else from anybody buying it outright. So I'm hoping that I can get some answers of
You all set, sir?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Just leave your name and information with,
They have my name.
well,
number.
just so we can, so you can send it to us, we can send it to the administration, so we'll
Yeah,
get you some
please.
answers. Any more comments in person?
Who is going to get back to me on this?
Well, she's gonna send it to me, I'll send it to the administration, and they'll get back to you, for sure.
I've already got some information out there and no one's.
No, we'll make sure somebody will answer you, for sure, sir.
Council Chair, if I may,
Mayor?
I don't want to do the back and forth, 'cause I know you're limiting it, but I just at least want to tell you, we've been the mayor for 12 minutes, so.
No, it's been 14.
14 now.
14 minutes. But the good news is, Gary told me he's already heard something on it. He's also been the city attorney for like 7 minutes. So we're trying to get our hands and feet wet. I hate that has happened, and if there's an offer on the table and the city has it, and we have the funding because it's coming through a grant, we'll make sure that we can get that expedited over to you. I don't know the details, like, I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you, oh, we got it, we're gonna figure it out. I don't know what details are there yet, but this is the first I'm hearing about it.
Sir, just make sure you put your email, she's gonna email them to me, and I'll make sure you're on the email when I reach out to them. Thank you. Please state your name, the city you live in, and the street you live on. You have 2
Rose
minutes.
Tripepi, Dearborn Heights, 2 Lane Street. I was here, not the last meeting, the meeting before, talking about a few individuals, I'm piggybacking on Angela, that are constantly stirring shit. It's got to stop now. Not only are they picking on some of the people elected, but the one had the nerve to say something about me, but she doesn't know I heard about it, and I will get back. Revenge is mine, said the Lord, and I'm going to get it. I'm sick of this bullshit. You said it right. It's total bullshit. We got a mayor that's going to work with us. The council better stay straighten up and fly right.
Thank you, ma'am. Any more comments in person?
I want to be on Rose's good side.
I left dinner to come and
Ah,
give the
please.
comment.
Please state your name.
First,
the
good
city,
evening, everyone. My name is Zuhair Abdelha.
Thank you.
Rosemary, congratulations to everybody who won, and thank you, all the people who ran. Really, I appreciate it, and I wish that we had like 50 running for city council and more for mayor, probably. Even though there was a good mayor on the ballot and he won. Congratulations, Mo. I would like to suggest to the administration, during Palatco time, every invoice came to the city council. It had the line item, it had the amount of money available, the amount of the invoice, what was spent and what was left. That gave the city council a great idea about how much money there is in each item, if it was in the negative or in the positive. And I don't want to go back to criticizing the previous administration, but that was stopped. My advice is for every director of every department who's going to sign an invoice to have access to his budget, to know each line item, how much money he has, how much he spent, and what's left in it. So you will not see anything in the negative or overdue. And I want to thank Chris and his wife Rachel Lapointe for the work they done, and they posted, and there is lots of overdue bills and lots of other things. But I think this will fix the problem, will make your life easy, will make the residents' life easy. We know the situation of the financial situation of the city, and I hope that Mayor Baidoun, you will make sure that we will follow this like it used to be before. Thank you, and have a good night.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abdelha. Actually, we are working on that, and I know I had a conversation with the mayor, because some of the claims still only shows a signature with no name, and some of them, I do thank the directors who writes their name now, but make sure any signature, because we cannot even read the signature, make sure you include your name as well. And I know Mayor Baidoun is working on that. I do thank him for that. Moving on to Zoom, Madam Clerk. Please state your name, city, and street. You have 2 minutes.
Hi, Barb Rennie, Detroit Street. I have a couple things. I cannot agree anymore with Angela and all the BS that's going on. It's gotta stop. We are one city. We need to come together and stop separating ourselves. It's never gonna get good with all this negative. That being said, my second thing is congratulations to everybody who won. My concern is 9A, this new drop box that's gonna be put in front of City Hall. We already have a drop box that's connected to the building. We do not need another drop box. There are going to be mistakes. A lot of people are not educated enough to know not to put cash in there. How well is this gonna be monitored? Is there gonna be a camera? Cause we still have an issue with City Hall being open and no one seemed to have known that. We have an IT director that should have been notified immediately. You have the chance of kids messing with it. Back when I was a dispatcher, we had kids setting mailboxes on fire, pouring bleach down there, that kind of stuff. So I don't know why we just can't use the one at City Hall, get out of your car and walk up to the building. I just want someone to address this. If Elisa has anything to say, I'll wait and I'll do my rebuttal. Other than that, I'm all set. I just want the city to move forward. And, thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll have an answer for you when we get to 9A. Any more comments on Zoom, Madam Clerk? Seeing none, moving on to 6, fund transfers and current claims.
Council Chair.
Councilman, when you read the motion, if you don't mind, please, by removing, so we don't have to go back, remove number 9,
Okay?
per Chief Haidar.
Did I bring up,
Okay.
Yeah, just remove 9, please.
Council Chair, move forward that the Dearborn City Council approve the current claims, ACH and wire transfers 6-1 through 6-44, minusing number 9 as submitted.
Second.
A motion by Council Pro Tem Saab, seconded by Councilman Constant. Any discussion? I see none. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? The ayes have it. Moving on to,
Council Chair?
yes, sir.
Oh, you didn't ask if there's anybody else had a comment on,
I did, the
I
discussion.
said, on that change. I thought you remember disagreeing on that change.
Oh, no, this is,
Okay.
because I included from the start.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Can we go back, Madam Clerk, or
I think you should be fine.
Well,
because we already
Gary
voted on it,
says-
Councilman?
Sorry.
You can go back and probably the
Councilman
comments.
Ahmad.
how about just a comment then?
You can ask Gary.
Yeah.
Gary?
How about a comment?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, we already voted.
How about a comment, though? I mean,
We can leave it for public
Comment.
comments.
Yeah.
Let's just make it low.
oh, yeah.
9A, Treasurer Hicks Clayton Dropbox Policy.
Council Chair,
Councilman?
I'm not allowed to make a comment on that?
Councilman, you already voted on it, so
I thought we were just voting on Councilman Saab's changes.
it's not, no, he read the claim, he read the motion, but I asked him to remove number 9 because I got an email from the chief that he said he needs to take it off and he'll bring it back next time. That's all. It's from the police department.
Yeah, I know that, yeah. I was looking at it when you did it. But I was gonna make a comment, and just please allow me to make a
Go
comment.
Quicker to make the comment.
Yeah, on the invoices for Village Ford, I don't know why we're sending our work out to a business outside the city of Dearborn Heights. In the past, we've had businesses on Van Born Road, on the Van Born Corridor, Matt's Auto Repair, and Tire Discount House. We're doing a lot of the work for the city. And about a couple years ago, it stopped, almost dead. And the work was contracted outside the city. As a matter of fact, I called Matt's Auto Repair today, and he said that they did get a couple vehicles in here and there, but they're still waiting to get paid for some work they did in July. And I thought, we're getting all these bills. This guy, we owe this guy's money since July. We stopped giving him business, and now it's another slap in the face. We're not gonna pay you for what you did. I don't know who
No
we
problem.
should look
What's
into
up?
that.
What's up?
Yeah.
Mayor, just take that down. We can discuss it when you come to your comments at the end, if you don't mind.
Do we owe him money? Send an email to,
Mayor,
Paid?
we can, we
Thank you,
can,
Council Chair.
Mahdi, no,
Mahdi.
no. Please,
He's going for the record.
at the end. He just said his comment, let's move on.
Okay.
Just write it down, and we'll answer when it comes to comments.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Councilman. Moving on to 9A, Treasurer Hicks Clayton Dropbox Policy.
Council Chair,
Councilman,
I move that the Dearborn Heights City Council receive and open file the Treasurer's Office Dropbox policy as outlined in 9A.
Second.
a motion by Councilman Muscat, seconded by Councilwoman Breyer. Discussion. I'm gonna say something. This is basically, I'm gonna have Lisa talk, Madam Treasurer, but this is basically sets the policy and procedure for that Dropbox, basically saying there's no cash, and it's, the Dropbox is already there. It's not, we're not putting a new one. So, Madam Treasurer, go
You
ahead.
said it. So this is an existing Dropbox that we've had for many, many years. However, there had not been a policy in place. And so there's a great need for policy, which is beneficial for our customers, but it defines steps for timely and correct payment posting, improvements to our internal controls. And Barb, thank you for your comments. I appreciate that, because it draws attention to one thing that I think it's correct to say is the camera. Something of that nature still needs to be reviewed and be considered. But this is a request to receive, note, and file. It's about internal controls and security of the funds received, and having a process and procedure in place to be followed by our office.
Thank you very much, Madam Treasurer. Any discussion from council members?
Council Chair?
Councilwoman?
I have to agree with Barbara on a lot of things she said. A lot of our residents pay with cash. In the Dropbox now, how often do you get cash?
We used to get off it more often than not. We had to post it, and it is posted on the Dropbox out there, to not drop cash. You would be amazed how many people pay with cash.
Yeah, and that's a concern too. What if somebody says that you took money out? Let's say
We
they're
do-
short,
yeah.
and how are you going to handle that?
So
There's
we
no
do dual
proof.
control on everything. That's a standard policy in the financial industry, that everything is dual controlled. So it's not just one person grabbing money out of this box and then nobody else sees it ever again. It has to be handled by two people and accounted for. Even our deposits in our office are dual controlled. There's actually a
Council Chair.
triple process.
Right, but that's not what I was getting at. What I'm getting at is, let's say the resident shortchanges or doesn't put
Mm-hmm.
enough cash in there and blames it on you, because I trust you. I know how you guys are.
you.
And I just worry about being falsely accused of somebody being shorted on their taxes, and that could mean them losing their house or going to the county.
We would not want to be falsely accused either.
Yes.
Which is why on our website, on the box, through the policy, we're stating no cash. We cannot emphasize that enough. We put it on the tax bill, by the way. No cash. I would prefer not even have cash coming into City Hall, quite frankly.
No, it's a legal
And
tender.
But it's what it
unfortunately,
is.
unfortunately, that's how
It
people
is.
prefer to pay.
Yep, it is. And we have to adjust for that and make sure we have the internal
you.
controls.
Councilwoman, all set?
Okay.
Thank you very much. Councilman?
The bottom question is this a new box you're adding or no?
No,
Just
this
policy?
is not a
That's
new
all-
box.
Okay,
That's all that needed to
That
be
box
said.
has
That's
been
it.
out there for many
That's it.
years.
Thank you, Council Chair.
Yes.
Thank you,
But
Councilman.
thank you to
Any more
Barb, though.
discussion from council members?
Nope.
I see none. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Moving on to 9B, interim controller by new position, water billing supervisor.
Chair.
Councilman?
I move that the Dearborn Heights City Council approve the addition for a new employee in the water department to be paid out of the water fund, which will not affect the general fund balance. The salary limit will be $72,000, depending on the experience of the selected candidate as outlined in 9B.
Second.
A motion by Councilman Saab, seconded by Councilwoman Breyer. Moving on to discussion, I'm just gonna say something. So this is basically, it's a supervisor position, getting paid from the water fund. It's gonna oversee the operation of the water department, and we do need we need to make sure everything is, flowing in the water department, especially in the billing. And I do thank the administration for bringing this, position forward. Councilman?
Council Chair, I was gonna ask you if there was, number one, a new position, and number two, who was doing it previously?
What's the second question?
Mahdi was doing, who was doing the job previously? He was overseeing.
It was me.
Yeah.
I was doing the comptroller job, deputy comptroller job, accountant job, water billing job,
And the billing.
every job in the city, so to speak.
Well, I was talking about maybe years ago.
Oh, yeah, so it's always been the comptroller and deputy comptroller.
Okay, that's good
Always. The issue I had prior to you getting on city council, and I presented this to city council a while back, a few months back, is that I'm trying to make a change that will better the city and ensure that it separates the two functions. Because a finance director or even an assistant finance director should not be in charge of a customer service, a water billing position. In order to move the city forward and ensure that we are financially stable and have the correct job descriptions, you want to have job descriptions that align with the department itself.
Council Chair,
Mayor?
if I may.
Sure.
Since I've been here and I'm blessed, all I've been doing as the mayor is walking over to the water department, one, explaining to residents that the women at the water department are not a punching bag. Anybody that does come there is not happy, right? I'm having to constantly stop Mehdi from being the finance man and say, look at this, take a look at this. The employees are kind of like, let me tell you something. It is a very, the most difficult position in the entire city other than being the mayor, because I'm not gonna lie to you, it has been the most difficult 38 days of my life. But the hardest part of being the mayor is having somebody walk up to you, because somebody just walked up to us and said, I have a $100,000 water bill. And that's the truth, they have a $100,000 water bill, but guess what's not happening? We've been giving them estimates for a year and a half, it just so happens to be a car wash. So guess what, the guy almost had a stroke. And here I have, being the mayor, he's the finance person, we're having to break the news, there's no oversight, nobody is seeing it, this need management, it's crazy. It is the craziest thing ever. The phone is ringing nonstop, 8 o'clock to 7 o'clock, the water department phone does not stop ringing, even though it stops ringing at 5, but I hear it in my ears when I go to bed. And so it's not fair to the people that are working, that are having to do this job nonstop, there's no oversight, there's no control, and it's not fair to our residents. Like, I can tell you right now, if I have to get one more email, or one more call, or one more Facebook or Instagram message about somebody's water bill, and having to send it to Mehdi, then Mehdi's not doing the bank reconciliations, then people are getting yelled at inside the water department. I mean, it's not fair.
Council Chair,
Councilman?
I was witness to that,
Yes.
Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
We went in and we solved some issues immediately.
I actually had to
Wonderful,
step out of
and you did
negotiations
it
for that.
great. I mean, couldn't ask for a better job.
Yeah.
Okay, and just wanted to let you know that there's a hiccup there. He found it, and it's great. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Thank you, Mayor. So basically, go ahead.
Yes, the mayor and actually the HR director, Mr. Fisher, and I had discussed this, and the mayor and I have discussed it. Just to be clear, this position would not be a union position, and the way the mayor envisions it, it would be a department head. So we would need an ordinance change with regard to creating a new, I mean, we say we have a water department, but it hasn't actually been technically treated that way. There should be an ordinance to that effect. And I can get one together for the next meeting, if that's what everyone wants.
So if we need an ordinance, how are we voting on this now then?
You could
You're
create
approving
the position.
But you still have to create the ordinance.
That's right.
So basically, going back to your question, instead I keep going to Mr. Baidoon here to solve all the complaints, we need them to focus on the city financials, and then the supervisor can handle all those
But I
complaints.
think you need to go with Corporation Council and tell them to get it,
Definitely.
Just
we
tell
need-
me to do it, and I'll do it.
Please,
Yeah, go ahead.
do it by, bring it by next meeting.
get it done.
Yep.
I'll get it done.
Thank you, sir. Any more discussion from council members? I see none. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Moving on to, thank you, Mr. Baidoon. Moving on to 9C, Parks and Recreation Director, Smart Contract 2026.
Council Chair.
Councilman Muscat.
I move that the Dearborn Heights City Council approve the following for-year 2026 smart contract in the amount of $110,531 for community and municipal community credit monies for the city of Dearborn Heights, and authorize the mayor and clerk to sign the contract on behalf of the city as outlined in 9C.
Support. A motion by Councilman Muscat, seconded by Council Chair Pro Tem Saab. Moving on to discussion. Basically, this contract is with Smart Buses. Basically, it dictates exactly the money they give us back, how we can spend it back in the community. Director, if you want to say something before questions, go ahead.
That's correct, and it's just a continuation of the bus service and transportation service for all the senior services, trips, and everywhere they need to go. So.
Thank you.
that's
Thank you, Director.
continuation.
Council members, any discussions? Any? No? I see none. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you, Ann. Thank you. There is no petitions, no ordinance, no communication. Moving on to 13A, business license renewal,
Council Chair.
MHS, Council Chair Pro Tem.
I move that Dearborn City Council approve the business license renewal for MHS International at 20475 West Warren as outlined in 13A.
Second.
A motion by Councilman Saab, seconded by Councilman Constant. Any discussion?
Council Chair?
Councilman?
I went by there and looked at it. It's okay condition. I checked with the ordinance department. There's no issues they have at all, so I would agree to renew their license.
Thank you very much, Councilman, for doing the job. Any more discussion from any council members? I see none. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you very much. Moving on to comments from council members.
Council Chair.
Councilman?
Just wanted to wish everybody a Veterans Day this past week. Congratulations to everybody from the elections. Emphasize one thing, please pull your leaves off the street and clean your basins in front of your homes. Please don't throw your leaves into the street. That's really about it. And that's it.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman, go ahead.
I have two things. First one is, I want to thank all the directors who emailed me back with their answers. I appreciate it. And I just want to say that back in 2007, we had a master plan. I'm sorry, 1 second, go ahead. Master plan. And I believe the only person around here right now is Councilman Tom Wenzel, who served on that commission. Am I correct?
Yep.
And I think there are some MCL laws that we have to go to. We need to do this every 10 years. It's been 19 years since we had anything like this. And it's, you know, it heavily involves the planning commission. I don't know if anybody on the planning commission is even aware that they have to be the leaders on this. And we have to involve Tifa. And I believe either earlier this year, if memory serves me correct, that money was appropriated for this. And we have to get McKenna involved, who was going to be our person to help us do this. I've been saying master plan for a long time, because how are we going to get money from the state or anything like that if we don't have a 5-year master plan? And we've probably lost millions of dollars over the years because of that. So I'd like to see where we stand, and I don't know if our corporation council can add anything to this, because we really need a master plan. I mean, 19 years, and the money was allocated, and I hope we don't lose it before the end of the year.
And I think we probably pretty soon we'll have an update on the message. Go ahead, Mayor. You have an
Thank
update.
you. I don't want to keep going back and forth. I know you don't like it, but these are, I want to be able to respond to
definitely.
everybody. So I want you to know, maybe Gary, you can also put it forward. We're going to need a resolution also for an in-house grant writer. My plan is to find a way to allocate. Maybe we don't bring in a deputy comptroller, and then we bring in an in-house grant writer, because you need one. There is no ands if buts about it. The city has no way of doing it. And guess what? The city of Dearborn, just for its parks and its grants and for its master plan, brought in a little over $70 million. Dearborn Heights brought nothing. We brought in $340,000.
I think it's close to 100.
So like, we should never be put in a position where we cannot update our master plans, because not did other neighboring cities like Westland and Dearborn and even Allen Park and Garden City use some of their ARPA money, which we use zero for our parks. They were able to use that as matching money for grants, and so that you can have a master plan, you can have a master plans for your parks, you can have a master plans for, so there's a lot more than just a master plan that we have to get, but it's not something that, again, there has not been a transformation of information between me and the past administration. So everything we're doing, we're just like, I'm using Lynn. I'll just be honest with you guys. It's really Lynn and some of the past employees that I've been just kind of like,
Fresh
hey,
start,
can you help me? Can you help me figure this part out? Truth is, I don't even know if anybody got anything started.
Well, you know, Mr. Mayor, if I may add, this is not just the previous administration. This is 19 years.
I agree.
Okay? So this is, you know, a big the football fell out somewhere. And nobody's recovered the
Somebody dropped the
fumble.
ball.
Okay? It's just, I've talked about this from this position and from that position more than one time.
Yes, you have.
I've even done it on social media, that we have to have a master plan. We've got to start somewhere. And again, I don't know if the planning commission is even aware that they're the ones that got to carry the ball. I mean, they're I just don't know what to say. I mean, and to be honest with you, I've done a lot of talking with a certain person that used to work here in the city, very knowledgeable person on this. And it's mind-boggling what we haven't done in 19 years.
Council Chair. Councilman, if you don't mind, go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead. Go, Council.
If the council wants, they can report back at the next meeting about where we are in terms for updates.
Please, that's what I was gonna say. Councilman, if you can send an email to.
Oh, and
council,
that's,
CC
and
me
I will,
on
I
it.
just wanted to bring that to everyone's attention, that
just-
we did allocate money this year. Okay, so,
So we don't forget, just if you don't
yeah,
mind,
no,
send
no
an email.
problem. And I'll
Core
email
Council,
Corporation,
CC me
yup,
CC
and
me
then the
on it,
mayor.
and the mayor.
And I think Councilman Wenzel is probably the best person to rely on right here, since he served on that board.
If you can CC all the council members.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to do it every 5 years.
Correct. But you were the last one that I know of that's up here. Because I researched it and I saw the names, and lo and behold, you were on that commission.
And it doesn't happen overnight either. It takes.
No,
it
trust
takes
me, I
many,
know.
many months.
I can imagine it.
6 months to a year sometimes.
You work very hard at it, I know.
Are you all set, Councilman?
Yes, I am.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Winston, do you have any?
Yes.
Because I'm gonna have to probably have Mr. Dancy answer your question from earlier.
Oh, okay.
You wanna go ahead for your comments, or?
Well,
I think he just walked in. So if you wanna ask
Yeah.
that question again
okay,
about the.
are you,
It's over there. I
Thank
don't know if
you.
anybody's aware, these are typically on Tuesdays. Go for it.
I'm just, my question is the massive amount of clearing along the creek.
No, I'm
Yeah.
talking about the cars. You said the Village Ford repairs.
It was for everyone. It was for the.
I'm working on something, and I'll
Yeah.
get with the councilman on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's for the
Yeah. I've already spoken,
pickup trucks?
I'll get to it.
Okay,
No, it's the maintenance on the vehicles.
okay,
yeah.
then the mayor's gonna take care of it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Director,
Anything
thank
else?
you. Nope.
Oh, I was concerned about.
That was the easiest time up here.
The creek, the massive amount of clearing on the creek.
Yeah, that's it's a Wayne County, project.
Yeah.
I kind of equate it to, it's maintenance that has gone on for so long that when they finally get to doing it, it's almost like if your hair gets real long, you cut it really short, but you should have just been cutting it every few weeks, right? So it's very noticeable immediately. But it is something that they started the furthest downriver that they could get, and they worked their way all the way up to kind of the headwaters of the creek. And it's kind of alarming at first, right? If they haven't done any of their preventative maintenance for, I don't even know how long, 30 years, then when they finally get to doing it, it looks like they clear the whole thing. But I think over the course of time, people get used to it, and then you start to see a little bit of the alleviation that comes from the flooding. So there's a lot of projects going on along that creek and along the Rouge River as well. But when we're dealing with just Ecorse Creek, I mean, we got a pretty substantial stretch going through the entire south end. So I just urge, residents, if you have issues, complaints, you can certainly bring them to the city. But I do encourage you to kind of take them to the county, as well as just participate in some of the various involved parties, because we have 4 or 5 projects going on along it. The one that's most noticeable right now really is the Wayne County maintenance and removal of a lot of that. But all of them added up, I think, is really going to help with flooding issues throughout our city, so.
Thank you,
Yep.
Director.
Council Chair, while he's up there.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I don't see how cutting down trees would help flooding. It's not flooding. That's, the roots of the trees, they reinforce the banks, for one thing. And I've lived on the creek for, a block away from the creek for 68 years. And it's never been that cleared before. Never. And they were supposed to clear a path. Instead, they did a total clearing. It looks like Agent Orange was dropped on the place or something.
I'm in agreement with you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't sit on any drain commission boards,
Yeah.
and I've had plenty of arguments with them as to the extent that you should go. Right, theirs is, they always claim access points, and I don't like to see it either when you drive through and it's, by access points, it's like they mean every point of the creek
Yeah.
or river, which, I think we're in agreement in that, is I have discussions with the Drain Commission and or county on a given day. I try to push for a little bit more of a non-clear cut method, because they've done that, the Drain Commission has done that in other areas of the county. I've seen it along Rawsonville Road, they did the same thing when they were clearing out substantial ditching, and they, right, wrong, or indifferent, I encourage all of us to go to some of these meetings and push to not do the clear cut method. It's the easiest from their standpoint, right? Because if you leave one big tree, clear everything around it, it has health issues, falls over now you're into a big issue. So there's a balance to it.
Well, they've been
I
there
agree with you,
they've
though.
been there for a long time. You know, the thing that really concerned me is the lack of the environmental impact study that I can't find anywhere. I mean, you're cutting down thousands of trees. I've lived here my whole life. I've never seen so many trees cut down throughout the city in my life. When I was growing up, it'd be rare to see a tree cut down. Hey, they're cutting a tree down over,
Yeah.
4 or 5 blocks away. Now it's every day, every block, they're cutting a tree down somewhere.
Correct.
I think we need to look at our tree ordinance again, get rid of that. If you want a tree gone on city property in front of your house, you can do it, you know.
I mean, if we're talking the creek, I'll continue to push them, right? That's either
Can we do anything
state-owned.
about it?
No,
To
I mean,
put a stop on it?
other than
Jurisdiction of the
advocation for
county.
it. Yeah, other than advocation for it and us continuing to press to, whether it be as an elected official or a resident in the area, pressing the Drain Commission to supply some of these, right? Because they own the land there. It's not a thing where legally, they don't need acceptance from the city. You typically want to work together on it. And it takes us to push the methods that they use at times. And I argue with them.
Thank you,
It's a
Director. Thank you very
it's a
much.
major topic, and at one of the meetings, they said that they would clear one side to make access, and in some cases, they might have to clear both sides.
Yeah, it looked
And
like
guess
the
what
whole,
they
the
did?
whole
They
stretch
cleared
was
both sides all the way down.
Yeah.
You know, and I talked to the gentleman, I can't recall his name, he was heading up all these meetings from Wayne County. And I asked him, who owns the creek? And he said, the landowners adjacent to the creek, residential, commercial, or city, they own the creek right to the middle. It's their property. But the county holds an easement from that middle point up to 40 feet in either direction.
Correct.
And
I mean, it works similar to a road.
There's people
in
that
that way, yeah.
have put fences up there that they come in, they tear the fence down, and they don't put them back up. These people, they say, we'll do you a favor, we'll tear the fence down, we'll leave it in your yard, and you can hire a contractor to put it back up if you want.
Okay.
In the meantime, your kids can't go out in the backyard, and your animals can't go out in the backyard.
Thank you, Councilman. Thank you, Director.
Thank you.
Any more discussion from you, Councilman?
No, I'm good, thank you, for now.
Councilwoman, you have something?
Yeah,
Please go
you
ahead.
know,
Oh, is that public comment? A council comment?
Council
Oh, no, I
comment.
thought I was just
Not
talking to him.
No.
Let her go, because I do
no,
have
go
one.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Finish.
I had the pleasure of attending the revealing of the new Michigan female veterans license plate at the Henry Ford Centennial Library the other day, and it was well attended by many dignitaries. And we had representative from Dearborn Heights there, Alyssa, she lives over on Brookside, and she's a female veteran. She was there, and Senator Santana was there, our Secretary of State was there, a lot of dignitaries. But anyway, it was such a cool ceremony that the female veterans now have their own license plate, personalized license plate. And the girl that designed it was there, and it's a logo of a female with the stars and stripes and the words, "Her service, our freedom." And I thought that was really neat. I just wanted to let you know, it's become available for any female veterans immediately at the Secretary of State. Thank you.
That's amazing. Thank you, Councilman. Councilwoman?
thank you. I guess I'd like to set the record straight. I have to agree with Angela and Rose. The bullying on Facebook has gotten unreal. I've heard of false things that I supposedly said. I don't talk to anybody anymore for that simple reason, so nobody can repeat anything that I say. On election night, I spoke with Mayor Baydoun, and I agreed. I congratulated you, and I told you I would help you in any way I could. And you can call me anytime, and you know you can. You know, we are working together, and people are trying to tear us apart. I mean, I'm at peace with what happened at the election. I'm okay with it, but I'm here to help our city move forward.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Councilwoman. That's really noble of you.
Yeah, and I also, I blame all this bullying on the site administrators on Facebook. They are the ones that should be following the rules that they post on their individual sites.
Thank you much. That's why exactly I don't like to be posting on social media myself.
I don't even
I
get
don't go
involved
back.
in that.
Councilman, please.
Thank you, Council Chair. Regarding the Ecorse Creek, we had a presentation from the head of the DPW for Wayne County, Andy Candrivas, and I agree with everyone that it's a pretty stark change. I don't know if it's a good change or not. The idea is to allow access to the creek and some other things. I like our DPW director's analogy. It's like you don't get your hair cut for a long time and then you get it cut real short. But they started way down, I think, in Lincoln Park, and they've just now coming through the south end of Dearborn Heights. So let's keep an eye on it, and let's get our comments in. Also, it's getting dark early now. Everybody needs to slow down. Be real careful when they don't speed through our neighborhoods. And I want to thank the Stitt American Legion Post and the administration for the nice ceremony we had on Veterans Day at the Stitt Post. It was very nice.
All set,
That's all.
Councilman? Thank you very much. Any more comments from council members? Okay, I'll say something. A couple days ago, we had the honor to celebrate Veterans Day with Stitt Post 232. All council members were there, the mayor, some of the administration. It was really nice to join them in celebrating veterans in the city of Dearborn Heights. That's something I don't think we have done for a long time. So I think Mayor Baidoon made a promise that we are going to joint venture with them every year in order to celebrate Veterans Day. Thank you. So happy Veterans Day. I thank them for their service. And I'm going to echo whatever Councilman Constance said. Please slow down, make sure you rack your leaves, and stay safe out there. I see no more comments from council members.
Quick comment.
Comment? Please go ahead, Councilwoman.
All right, and just to let everybody know, the Neighborhood Association, South Dearborn Heights Civic Association will resume meetings in January.
Thank you very much. Moving on to announcement.
Council Chair, just one thing.
Sure, go ahead.
I was just made aware of the fact that there was a young man that fell into the creek a few days ago because of the extreme access now to the creek. There's no branches or nothing there. And I was in communication with the chief, and is he okay? A young lady? She's fine? Okay. Oh, good. Thank you. Good job.
Thank you very much. Announcement from city officials?
Mayor, Council Chair.
Please, no. Go ahead, Mayor.
I'm ready to switch.
Motion to adjourn.
I know you missed.
I'm ready to go back
I know
here.
you missed your seat.
Motion to
I mean,
adjourn.
Mayor, we're doing good. We're doing good.
Yeah.
6:59. Go ahead.
Yeah, you only had 3 things on the agenda, thanks to me. I only gave you 3 things on the agenda.
Thanks to you.
Yeah. I want to first start off in saying thank you guys so much. Thank you for the comment. It's time. I do want to say that I did call on election day. My first phone call was to Councilwoman Menalowski Maxwell. We expressed our joy and appreciation for each other. We ended with we love each other. The media actually videotaped our conversation. He's like, did you guys just say I love each other? I said, listen, this was in good spirit, and we want to be able to move our city in the right direction. Secondly, I want to thank our Dearborn Heights firefighters. I'm sure some of you guys have seen this. They went out and they helped fallen veterans, widows, seniors. They bagged over 200 bags for people in the city of Dearborn Heights who went out there, raked leaves, and did it all as firefighters on their time off. They didn't do this on the time of our residents. They didn't do this. And so, we have to recognize our firefighters. Thank you so much for that. Police, take notes. Ready? Take notes. I actually want to thank our police chief and our police department. There was an individual that made some threats to our places of worship. The chief did not take this lightly at all. He worked with our detective bureau, Officer Musloom, and other agencies, and they were able to apprehend this individual who was in Illinois. They brought him here, held in our cells, and is now being charged by Wayne County. So a big shout out to our police chief and our detective bureau. I want to thank council, and I got a little list here, guys. I haven't talked, so you best believe I'm going to take my moment. I want to thank Councilman Ahmad, because, being in this new role, it's like, you need somebody to really lean on, and you need help. And it's like, I'm not telling you, I've never said I was going to be the mayor and do this alone. I always said that I'm going to be leaning on the council, leaning on the community, leaning on our residents. And let me tell you guys something, my door is really always open because I'm so bored in there at times, where I'm like, there's nobody coming in here, except for some of the people about their water bill issue, and I cannot take it anymore. I really can't take it. It is every 10 minutes.
Sorry.
I mean, it's like everybody I know, what's up with my water bill? And it's not a small water bill. And I don't know how to respond to all these people, and I want to be able to say, well, here, we got a director to figure that out. But Councilman Ahmad today brought in our state senator, Sarah Anthony, who's the Appropriations Commission. The governor wants to speak to Sarah Anthony. Sarah Anthony always compliments Councilman's hair, and she came in and she said, I'm at your service. We had a extensive conversation, and look, I'm here to give the recognition. Councilman Ahmad, our council chair, brought in a state senator and said, we need money. She took notes. She sat down with our HR director. She sat down with our finance director, Mahdi Beydoun. She said, take these notes. This is what you're going to ask for. We can find money in different direction. Our main ask to them was our DPW fleet is really outdated. I know Councilman Wenzel talked about how it looks like it's from a third world country. What we did was we brought all of our old fleet to City Hall and we made her go outside and look at them, and she was not happy with it. And so when we're able to do these things, work together, recognize one another, and work in good faith, we're going to find ways to get there. And so I want to appreciate Councilman on that one. I have a long list. December 5th is our tree lighting ceremony. I emailed Director Zaboznik, and I called Director Zaboznik maybe every 30 minutes. Where's the tree? It's on ship. Where's the tree? It's over the Pacific. It is still on its way here. I keep telling him, have a backup plan. He's like, I have a backup plan. I said, no, we're going to manifest it, put it in the universe that the tree will get here. However, if it does get here and we're short on time, other than DPW, I'm asking everybody as a community collaboration to say, Councilman Wanso, Councilwoman Menalowski, Councilman Muscat, he just had knee surgery, don't worry about him. Councilwoman Breyer, I'm asking all of you guys to assist him in finding ways to decorate this. Councilman Saab actually just spent $400 out of his own expense to give new lights to decorate in front of City Hall. He's actually having it decorated at really nice. It's something the city hasn't done or could afford to do. But Councilman Saab went out and bought it on himself, so I also wanted to recognize him. Again, this is going to take all of us to come together to really enjoy the festivity, the holidays. I've asked our directors, especially Michael McCaffrey, who does a very good job at kind of organize some of these things. Whatever you have, I know it belongs to the library. Please put it over here. And if there's anything illegal about it, Gary will figure it out. Right? And so we have that out there as well. I know that we are putting things as far, and I want to be very transparent on everything that we do. I know we're getting a resolution for hiring a water department director so that none of us have to keep getting those phone calls anymore, because I know you all are. But the city also needs money. And I'm just going to share this news to you guys. Not that I'm happy, I'm extremely happy about it. I'm hearing the neighboring city, Dearborn, no longer has their grant writer. They've parted ways. I'm hoping that we can hire her. I think we need to hire her. This is somebody that knows what they're doing. They still have to go through this transformation team. But I want to let you guys know that the deputy comptroller position has already been budgeted for. I would like to be able to switch those funds so that we're not asking the taxpayers or to say we have more money. Take that money and say, this is what we can afford to pay you. If you bring us in more money, we'll find ways to be able to, reward you with good, and maybe we can put that in the resolution or say, hey, if you can exceed $80 million like you got Dearborn, I mean, we would give you some type of bonus. So I would hope that you guys would be okay with that resolution as well. And then I also want to say, for a good start, since we've been in office, we have been working as a team, all of us. We have a new radio inside the hallway. You're probably going to hear Christmas carols as you're leaving, because when I was walking in the morning, you'd hear everybody's whispers, and I'm like, we can't have that no more. We want to bring up the morale. And so we spent no money other than $130 to kind of get some Christmas carols, and I feel like everybody, including Dana at the clerk's office, has really enjoyed it. We have just found, after a quick audit through HR, $189,000 that has been overpaid through the city to to other insurance carriers from 2006 to present day. When our HR director did this audit, we were actually rewarded back $189,000, so we have extra $89,000. I've been sitting in the office with Mehdi Beydoun, who's been driving me crazy with a stack of signatures that I talked to you guys about last week. And so I know that Councilman Wenzel brought up like Pat Milliken Ford. And, you know, as much as we want to work with the taxpayers in the city, we also need to make sure that we have to work with companies that we can afford. So I've told him, and I've spoken with every director that's using, we have a enterprise fleet that we have a contract with. So we need to make sure that we are using these enterprise fleets that are gonna give us the cheapest and the lowest prices. Nothing against any other company like Pat Milliken Ford or whatever it is, because I don't want them to think that we don't like them. We just want to say that whoever's gonna give us the best bang for our buck is who we're gonna use, especially in times of our emergencies. And so we've already started those conversations, so thank you to Councilman Wenzel for bringing it up. And in that process of signing signatures, we found contracts like $40,000 for this renewal. And I said, hold on, why are we gonna renew this? I called the company with Mehdi Beydoun and his workmanship, and I said, how many times have we used you? And he said, the last time you've used this was 2023, so that means in 2024, we gave them $50,000, and in 2025, they requested again. We said, we no longer want your contract, we no longer need your services, and we just also saved an additional $50,000. So in these 34 days, we've saved a little over $230,000 as a city. Hopefully, we can continue to find these type of avenues so that we can use this money to be able to give back to our residents. And then lastly, I have this crazy idea in my mind. I don't know who can help me, but I'm gonna figure it out. And if you all wanna help me, I wish you guys would. We have the roller rink in the back at City Hall. And I want to find a way to convert that this winter to an ice rink so that our residents can be able to enjoy it. I have been talking to a bunch of different organizations. I'm even asking sponsors, so if you know anybody that wants to sponsor it, I think some have even pledged up to $50,000 to be able to say residents deserve this. I would be having to reach out with our insurance companies. I've talked to Gary, he's given me all the liability on the back end, as long as we have the proper signages. But this is a way to be able to allow residents to not just have a roller rink that's not being used in the winter, but allowing skaters to come here, maybe use this on the weekend, maybe get a DJ that would donate its time, put some lighting, and have City Hall more accessible, not just Monday through Thursday, but on Friday, Saturday, Sunday as well. So that's all I have for you guys today. Sorry for the long list.
Council Chair,
I'd like-
if I may.
Go ahead.
Mayor Beydoun, this only shows great leadership on how a team can work together to find the wasteful spending. When you work together without having bickering or trying to grab the headlines, but you're the start of it, you're the leader, and I appreciate your leadership. And like I promised you before, I will do anything I can, volunteer my services when needed. So God bless
Thank
you,
you so much.
and that just shows your integrity, sir.
Thank you, Councilman.
Just don't help us with putting the tree lighting ceremony because your knee, please.
Yeah, Mayor, I'd like to piggyback on your ice rink idea. I grew up going to that park, and they did have ice rink when I grew up. The fire department used to come and fill it
We're gonna fill it.
once,
I'm just gonna do it.
every
I'll take-
year.
I'll take all
It
the
was
backlash
great
later.
Family, it was great neighborhood memories.
Yeah.
So I look forward to that.
Thank you,
I don't have
Councilwoman,
my
also.
skates, but-
Thank you, Councilwoman. Thank you, Mayor. I know you're trying to do this on purpose to delay us, but it's okay.
I have a
It's
dinner.
good
I'm actually
informa-
going,
it's-
yeah.
It's amazing information. Keep up the good work. We're all behind you. And just going back to the grant writer, I mean, myself, I'm all support. I mean, you know, exactly 3 years ago, I put it on the agenda, I put it on the budget. I gave it to the administration to bring our own in-house grant writer, but they never pursued it. So please, go ahead. And still, we need a lobbyist too, so.
I have a couple of meetings lined up to speak with other lobbyists, and then I would bring that before
We
you guys.
definitely need a lobbyist in Lansing, for sure. Let's keep moving. Announcement? Thank you.
Mayor, that's a tough act to follow. Like you saying about Michael.
I've been
right?
sitting by myself and not being
That's
able to talk
awesome.
here, yeah.
That is awesome.
We wanna celebrate
I've
success.
seen him in action every day. He's there moving our city forward and bringing positive, we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it. So anyway, good evening, Mayor Beydoun, honorable city council members. Welcome back, Councilman Muscat, even though only for a short time, thank you.
Thank you.
And Corporation Council Miyake. I'd like to thank all of the candidates for participating in the November 4th democratic process by placing your name on the ballot. Congratulations to those who will be part of the new legislative and administrative body as we move Dearborn Heights forward positively. As you know, elections are not a one-person job. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all that have been, and if I forget somebody, I apologize, that have been part of another successful election. Thanks to Kim at our fire department, Janet at the PD, Josie at the Eaton Center, Patty at the Berwyn Center, and Carolyn at the JFK Library for placing our AV Dropbox information on their marquees. All of our people are amazing. Thanks to our building maintenance employees, and I believe it was the highway people that filled in on delivery day, or helped on delivery day, for delivering and picking up our election equipment, as well as covering up our security cameras where they were needed. To our IT director for providing access to our city buildings for all of the election-related activities, and for always providing encouragement to me when it comes to technology. You can do it. You can do it. To our building hosts, our Dearborn Public Schools at the Michael Berry Center, Denise, Dave Anderson at Crestwoods Riverside Middle School, Pat at District 7, then they're amazing. I just love having their 5 precincts at Annapolis. For District 7. Josie at Eaton, Connie at Berwyn, she filled in for Patty this election, Carolyn at JFK, Michael at CK, and Martin at Canfield. In addition, Chief, thank you for Captain Hatton scheduling 2 amazing officers, Shoker and Eunice. They were amazing that night. They really wanted to take me downtown, Dana and I downtown, but we don't have to do that in local elections. Also for John Zadikian for making sure that all the information that is coming for elections is posted on social media. On election days, we couldn't do it with all of our election workers, over 100. Crestwood NHS students, our AV counting board, receiving board, which are a lot of them are our employees that come back and make sure that all the paperwork is done properly. And for our Kathy Susenka, who performs the uploading of the election results. Getting there. Our election crew that starts a couple months before the election, Kathy Birchfield, who is our former deputy clerk, who has agreed to come back and help whenever she's needed. Alonda, Kieran, Marlene, Joanne, and Barb. And last, but certainly not least, to the clerk's office, amazing staff. Sally, Georgianne, and our deputy clerk, Dana. We could not do it without them. I hope we didn't miss anybody. But anyway, next year, getting ready, mark your calendars, Martin. We got early voting next year. We for sure have 2 elections. We'll have the August primary and the November general election. You'll have the governor, secretary of state. It's going to be the gubernatorial. So we plan on it being a much busier election.
Mike Duggan wins, will look like Dubai.
And then last but not least, to all of our voters that came out and voted.
Thank you, Madam Clerk, for an amazing job, and all the staff in the clerk's office. I mean, since you mentioned the IT department, I think our meeting today too, we did mention the IT department, and I think hopefully we're gonna get some help too from the state, so keep your finger crossed. You have an announcement?
One quick thing. Today, they decided that we are no longer minting pennies, so they're either going to go up or down to make things work.
Yeah.
Director?
Before he starts, he told me I could say one more thing.
Sure, go ahead.
We have 2 of our election workers that worked this election, Lou and Gail in the audience, and as well as Nancy is a regular, but she couldn't be in this one.
This time.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Rose, she kind of was
Thank you
busy
very
this
much
election.
for your-
But thank you, Rose.
Thank you for volunteering. Director?
First meeting of each month, I like to try to give just a few stats on the DPW real quick. I didn't have quite as much time to write them all down, so give me just a minute. I'm pulling them out of my email. Highway Department spent roughly 233 hours on major roads and a total of about 382 hours, labor hours on local roads, street sweeping. Again, please, as best you can, there's a lot of communication going on between departments. And We're actively trying to educate residents on what to do with leaves. Please bag them, keep them off the street. Our street sweepers are not designed to pick up large piles of leaves. So we just ask that you continue to do that. Your garbage cans, please put them on the extension between the sidewalk and the road. I don't like calling out specific streets, but I've noticed Charlesworth has been doing a great job of keeping all just while we're out driving. Fenton's having trouble, so if you live on Fenton, please listen. We can make a competition between residents on who pay attention for placement of these. It really does help. It allows them to come by a lot quicker. That way, hopefully, we get to the point where you actually don't see them, but the streets are clean. That's the ultimate goal. Last number for the highway department that I always like to report on is our tree trimming. We spent roughly 170 labor hours on major roads tree trimming, and we spent roughly 560 hours on local roads. A lot of it right now, the labor hours are spent, we do a lot of street trimming from the ground when our aerial lift goes down. Like I said, we only have one currently. So we're kind of actively working on increasing our capabilities via the fleet. So it's the highway update. Real quick, our water department. And then I got two more quick things to mention. We'll be good to go here. Like I said, the mayor's got me doing too many other things. I haven't had time to write these down. Our water and sewer crew, like I said, keep in mind, a lot of times it's between 5 and 7 guys responsible for the whole city, which if you do the ratios compared to other cities, 64,000 people with 5 to 7 guys, thank these guys when you see them out there. Month of October, they did repair 11 main breaks, dug up and repaired 12 service leaks. 3 hydrants in the city got hit by cars. So we dug those up, replaced them. Like I said, these are just kind of those inherent things that people may not realize while they're out digging. Right? It's just a cost that we try to recoup via either work with the police department and or dealing with a resident, try to recoup some of that cost. But a lot of times it takes so long that it just gets part of the water department.
Actually, let's give them a round of applause for our DPW.
Those guys, they're in here 24 hours a day at times, and we are coming up on, the cold weather does put a decent stress on our infrastructure. So again, if you see anything that you suspect may be a main break, please call either the non-emergency dispatch number off hours or the office. If we filter all of them through there, the response times do get a little bit quicker. And as often as possible, you get your cars off the streets during a lot of these events. It does make it easier for our crews. Building maintenance and mechanics department, I do have some numbers that I haven't put together yet. I will send them over to the council and administration when we get October numbers on a lot of the activities that they're doing or on their daily job tickets. Last 2 items I just wanted to mention for this time of year. Again, leaves in Dearborn Heights, bag them. Please don't keep them on the street. It just breaks down all of our equipment. And then just a short update with respect to our water meter program. We do a biweekly progress meeting with the vendors and the contractors and the engineering firms. We're about 64.5% of the way through the meter changeout program. If you have not scheduled it, you've probably received 3 notices. And I encourage you to do so. It's the only way to update our system and start to get bills as consistent as possible. So that's it.
Thank you, Director.
Yep.
Thank you. Great job.
Thank you.
Any more announcement from city officials? I see none. Let's move on to public comment. Anybody in person? Going once, going twice, see none. Moving on to Zoom. Nobody on Zoom? Excellent.
Council Chair, move to adjourn.
Move to adjourn. I have a motion by Councilman Muscat.
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Breyer. Any discussion? I see none. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Meeting adjourned. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a nice evening.
7:20.